All right, hey guys, welcome back to another stream. Today we're going to be working on the trivia side of things, getting the trivia API going. We have been building a trivia chatbot with a couple of other ideas that we want to kind of follow up on. I love the idea that of like loyalty points and channel points, and so we're going to see about maybe getting that to work. We'll have to connect some kind of database to that. I was kind of thinking just to set it up easy, maybe Firebase, but we'll get to that later. So right now we're going to go ahead and jump right into the trivia. Let me go ahead and update this real fast here. So yeah, let's jump right into this trivia here. I do have an API key already set up. Over here, got our trivia API key. I already got that, I already grabbed it. So what we can do, and they're recommending we use Ajax, whatever. I'm just gonna use, and I would also like to set up a plugin for this client. Not the client, but the for getting stuff from the Twitch API. So yeah, what we're gonna do here is we're going to set up a new middleware. We'll call it, we already have a trivia.js. I need to actually call this not trivia.js, I need to call it tmi.js. And this one needs to be trivia.js. All right, so back over here, and in here, we're gonna change this to TMI. We're also gonna add trivia. And we'll load it in that order, which, yeah. Honestly, the TMI could be loaded in a plugin, but we'll get to that. Back over here in the trivia. We're gonna make this an async function because we will need to await a fetch. I'm gonna go ahead, come back over here and copy the URL. Is this right here? And for now, we're just gonna set it to something. Let's go ahead and set it to geography. I like geography. We need to make sure that we set the headers with the API key. Correct API key. And then we're going to go ahead and pull in on, we're going to destructure this actually and grab the config. Okay. Oops. Not $config t, just $config. $config dot, and I believe it was this trivia API key. So that should be good there. I don't know if we need to specify the content type, but we will just because this is telling me to. There we go. And we'll go ahead and specify the method as well. I think it defaults to get, but doesn't it? What does the fetch method default to? All right. All right. Sorry about that. So yeah, so if we go ahead and pull that and let's just store it. I don't know what this is giving us back right now. All right. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and console log the trivia because I could be throwing an error right now. I don't really know. Sure. Response. So that's right. We need to await the actually call this response. Okay. And we're getting an invalid API key. So what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to go sign in to the API separately, of course, because maybe my API key didn't actually go through or something. We'll see. Okay. So let's come back over here and I'm going to make sure I edit my API key is fine. Maybe what we do instead I'm gonna fix something in the stream real fast. Let's go with that. Or if it is this one, which is, let's go ahead and close close this. Come back over here and fix this macro. Okay. All right. That's fantastic. Okay. So, we're getting an invalid API key, and I don't really know why that is, but my guess is that if I come over, and there you can see my API key, my guess is if I come over back to documentation, trivia, X API key. So if I copy this, you know what we can just do is we could just go ahead and copy all of these. And that should, and then I can just get rid of the URL. And then as long as I am console, let me just check my $config real fast. Let's go ahead and cancel all of that out. So here's all of our config options. So I think I know what's wrong. Okay, so what's wrong here is that I didn't add it to here. So we need to do trivia API key process.env. And let's make sure that we grab the right thing here. I keep forgetting that we have to do it this way. Now this should work. Come back over here. Refresh the page. Okay. Boom. Invalid API key yet again. Oh, that's because go figure. $config dot trivia API key. Just goes to show that if you stick with it, I don't know who purchased the site. Who purchased the site? Oh, Rockefeller. Is that how you spell Rockefeller? You know, I'm a little worried about this now. Rockefeller. That is not how you spell Rockefeller. Go figure. Okay, so apparently, can you spell it with Rockefeller? I don't know if that's actually accurate. Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. They spelled Rockefeller wrong. Now I don't know if I trust this API. All right. I just don't know. We can also do a limit. Limit 30. So if I pass in here, limit equals 30 and category equals geography. Refresh this over here. Yeah, yeah, okay, so we got 30 questions there. What happens if I do multiple categories? So I think they said we can do category and category. I don't know for sure. So if I do and category equals music, let's try that. Because I would love to be able to do more than one category. Otherwise, I'll have to query music. So those are all music. I don't know if I can. Okay, so what we're gonna do. What if we don't put any category? I wonder, maybe there's a better trivia. You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna Google. I'm almost wondering if I should scrape like Wikipedia or something. So this looks like it. Yeah, I looked at this earlier. Unlimited for use for this, which this guy actually, William Fry. No specialization. Video game. Correct answer. Well, let me take a look at this guy. I actually kind of like this. What's going on with my stream over here? Let's just refresh this page here. There we go. Something's going on here. Let's just pause the music for a couple minutes. Let it play. Well, I do like multiple choice, but I'm a little worried that you can't actually choose the category. Let's see how to use this. Oh, maybe you can. Excuse me. Question is, do I actually need any headers? You know what? Let's just copy all of that and comment it out. Come over here, paste that. And if I do multiple categories, so let's say I do food and that, what does it do? Categories. Oh, so it does a comma. Well, you know what? I wonder if this allows me to do a comma. Like that? Maybe? Maybe not? No, it does not. Maybe plus? It does not. Okay, so we'd have to do it like this. So I don't really think that's going to work for me right now because I want to be able to do I know that I can query multiple single queries with different categories to get that stuff, but I also like the idea of having multiple choice, and I'm also a little worried that they didn't spell Rockefeller right. So yeah, we're gonna stick with this. We will comment out the header, and let's just do that and see what it returns with. Okay, so we don't need to have an API key. That's fantastic. Let's see if we can do 30. Yeah, we can do 30. And maybe I don't know. So let's get rid of that. And then we also need to set. So maybe this doesn't do well to put in. Although actually, so if I do a yeah, this should not be middleware. This should be like a plugin. A plugin where we call this. Um so let's go figure out how to do some plugins here. So what I understand that we have to do is we have to come here to plugins and set that up. And then it has to export. So for example, I think we have to export default function which can I set up a function in here? I'm kind of wondering. Fix my all right. So what I'm kind of wondering here is if I set up, let's go back to plugins. I really want to inject anything. I'm wondering if we should use store, Vuex store. I guess I don't really need it. Hmm. I don't really need it. Unless I want to keep track across different. But we'll pass on it for now because that's a little too far out there. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do a set categories. Categories, which will be an array. So that's going to be an array type. Oh yeah, this is not. Um, and then in with categories, we will basically loop through the array. Yeah, see, this is. I need to think about how I want to do this. But just let's just first of all let's double check that this is actually working. Actually, I think does context. That's what plugins take. Is the context. Yeah, we'll just console log context. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I call it, but I'm gonna do that. Let's save this. I don't know why I did anything to that. Come back over here. Plugin is static. Perfect. Yes, so that is working. And then if we set this, and then inside trivia.view, we call under mounted set categories. I don't think that's gonna work because I don't think it knows where set categories is coming from. And I think it has to be this. It's not this dot set categories because that is not the proper. Yeah, so I don't know how to pass a function from in Nuxt. I know how to do it in a service. Call component method in Nuxt from a page. Um, and then import that, export that, plugin snackbar.js. This is the plugin which holds state. Do I have to import the plugin? I think I have to import the plugin. I do need to make it available on client side, so that's external packages and modules. I'm gonna take a break for a minute. Hold on one sec. All right. And we're back. Welcome back, guys. Maybe I should just be saying that to myself. So somehow we've got to figure out how to import view. I'm wondering, hold on one second here. All right, I apologize about that again. Okay, so we got to figure out, and what I'm looking at over here is this. I am looking at it should be what if I console log, oops, dollar can no, how did I where did I get that earlier? It might be over here. This dot, let's just console log this, because I don't know what is all coming in the app, and who knows, we may actually have access for all I know. Okay, so the view component, which gives us access to all of this, which I need to check out trivia. So references, options, slots. So I know that we have content, for example, and we have config. Config is giving me all that stuff. Axios, which I'm not using. Nuxt might actually be something I can use. This is saying that we can inject them. But if we're injecting that, that sounds really bad. You can inject those variables into view instances. And even in the Vuex store. Okay, well let's just do that. Let's inject a over here. So the very last thing we'll call here is inject set categories. Set categories. Categories. Okay. I think that should do it, maybe? And then they're saying it's $hello. This dot $hello. So this dot, so back over here, I can do this dot dollar set categories is what they're saying. But before we do that, let's just go ahead and check this out. See what's going on here. Inject is not defined. Okay, so something is wrong. I think I need to do inject. What is going on with this? What's wrong with my internet right now? I need to check my internet speed real fast. Internest. What is my internet speed? Run a speed test. I'm getting great internet speed. Downloading. And I'm getting really good interspeed uploading. So something's going wonky here with my music, so I apologize. Alright, let's head back. Come back to this. So inject, which actually should be, I believe, $inject. No, just inject. Let's try this. So this should be console logging whatever we put into there. Ideally. Context is not defined. Okay, so yeah, we need to get rid of that. Categories is not defined. Right there. Categories is not defined. So my question is, if we just do that. I know it's we're just referencing. Inject is still not a function. Fantastic. Then what is it? Okay, so we should be getting this before that error. It's undefined. Why is it undefined? I thought they just said that I could inject it. Like over here. Okay. That's why. So this is saying if I don't need the first one, I'll just leave it blank. Inject. Now let's check it. Okay. Let's come back over here. And oh yeah, in this view component, we should be getting a $set. And we are not. Yeah, there it is. $set categories. And this should just be console logging the categories. So that function Yes. Yes, my lord. Okay. So if we just call that, instead of calling that, pass in blue. Blue and blubber. Blue and blubber. Blue blubber. Blue and blubber. 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 Okay. Well, that's looking pretty good. So now what we can do is up here in this this up here, set up categories. And this is where, if I'm doing this in a plugin, it might not. I want to make values available. And this is what I don't fully understand, is what the difference between doing this and injecting it. But you know what? Let's just keep going. I might need to switch over to Vuex. I think probably. I want to make this more robust. So get categories and return categories. Let's make that private. We'll just do that. And we'll make a let categories equal okay. So now if we do a set categories and then we do a this dot $get categories, and if we console.log this dot get categories, we can do that. Let's come back. I'm getting confused here. Let's pull this over here so I'm not so confused. I also need to inject get categories. Okay, so that should be everything we need to make that work. So let's come back over here and let's just refresh. We should still be getting blue and blubber. Blue blubber. Yep. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfection. All right. So you know what the next step I need to do? I actually need to put this into Trello. So I'm going to go over here and add Vuex for categories, answers, questions / answers, auth, and just in general, I mean, because I can imagine we're probably going to be going back and forth between a couple pages. The thing is, I'm making this a little too robust. I don't think it needs to be quite this. You know what? Let's just make this an ideas column. And can I just turn this into a card? Convert to card. Yeah, okay, that's good. Convert to card. Come over here and pull these over here. Add another list. So we'll just rename this to point ideas. Actually, this is already part of this idea. So let's just add this. Delete. Follow and trivia. So if I just delete that. And I did look up a little bit today. Looks like I can do based on views. A little tricky because I have to do it as an extension and people have to accept that, which is perfectly okay. But follow and trivia Those all get you points. There could be other things. I also want to do an emote wall. And then we're just basically making a whole bunch of stuff so that the smaller person can have access to it. But boss battles, I saw those were cool. I've got a couple other ideas, like ways that users can interact with the stream, which to me is kind of a big deal. But anyway, so what we will do, since we are currently working on the trivia API, is this is good enough for now. And what we can do here is we can make a you know what? We're gonna make a an object here that we're gonna inject instead of injecting all these different things. Inject trivia, and we will set categories to a function. So basically we will just take this and cut it, paste it, and we do need to put a this is an error function. Same thing with get categories. Return categories. Trivia. That's all we're gonna do to inject that. Let's come back over here. So now instead of this being get categories and set categories, it's going to be this $$ trivia dot set categories and this $$ trivia dot get categories. So basically this should all be doing the exact same thing, just a little cleaner. And again, I need to convert all of this into Vuex store. Undefined reading get categories. Oh, I misspelled that. Now that we have that, let's refresh. Blue, all that stuff. That's great, fantastic. Let's get trivia, and what we'll do. I want to make it. Since we're not really using this any other place. Yeah, let's just stick with the and we'll also make a limit. Actually, no, we won't. Get trivia. Because what we'll do is we'll just start out with grabbing 30. I don't know. Okay, so with this we will do get trivia, which come back over here. We'll basically do my trivia middleware. Which I'm gonna copy all of this out, delete that, and basically throw all of this in here. And because I want to keep this just in case we end up using it, which we probably won't right now, but and I need to return there. So what we need to do is let's go ahead and just load 10 for now with and category equals, you know what, I need to grab the category list. Geography. How to use, I don't really want how to use, I want all right, well, I'm going to take a break for now. So I appreciate you guys following. We're going to take a break for a little while and then we'll come back to this. Thanks for watching.